Hi, this is Sharon Waxman. I'm the editor-in-chief of TheWrap, and we are coming to you from the South by Southwest Festival 2017, the Plexus Lounge, which is where TheWrap is holding its studio. I am delighted to welcome the director of Serve Like a Girl, a documentary screening in the festival, Lisa Heslov, and Molly May Potter, the current Miss Veteran America, which A, we didn't know existed, and B, is totally cool. But C, she's not in the film, but she's here to talk about the role that women veterans are playing.
So Miss Veteran America is a national competition for women veterans of all ages, of all eras of war, that come together, and we advocate on behalf of homeless women veterans, which is currently the fastest growing demographic of homelessness in America. So you take 7 women who are coming back from combat, who have had all these amazing yet wide range of experiences in their military service. And then they unite together and they compete for Miss Veteran America. And in Miss Veteran America, we are judged on our beauty of courage, our beauty of poise, our beauty of grace, and our beauty of service. So it's not an actual beauty pageant, it's about inner beauty and the beauty of serving like a girl.
Who organizes this?
Serve Like a Girl, Miss Veteran America was created by Jasmine Booth. So Jasmine had been in, I think, for 10 years when she was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And she was discharged into the streets and became homeless. So she...
Unbelievable.
Yeah. She got angry. And she got busy, and after spending 6 months on the streets, she started Final Salute, which benefits Miss Veteran America. So Miss Veteran America, she created as a way for female veterans to come together and raise money and awareness for homeless female veterans, because when she raised her right hand, she gave an oath to never leave a fallen comrade.
Mm-hmm. So you decided to make a documentary about, can I call it a pageant? What do you call it? Like, is
It's
it
a competition.
contest?
It's a competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is pageantry, but it's a competition. Yeah, I did. I decided to follow 5 of the contestants on their way leading up to the competition.
Why? Why? This is your first film.
It is my first film.
So
yes,
why?
I hope not my last. I just became fascinated with these women and their stories and their courage and their bravery.
How did you get introduced to this?
I was having lunch with a woman who's a journalist, Gail Lemon, who had spent a lot of time in Afghanistan. I said, I'm interested in getting back into producing, and my kids are a little bit older, and so she pitched me this story that I kind of liked, and we were literally getting up to leave the table from lunch, and she said, "Did you know that there's a Miss Veteran America competition?" And I said, "That's it."
That's my topic.
I just knew that was it, and I knew that to tell these women's stories about their lives in combat and deployment, and then the transition back into civilian life, and couch it in this beauty competition,
right.
Where you're, because of this, because of the competition, I'm allowed to show humor and levity and irony and beauty and bronze. So that's
Molly,
kind
where did you serve, and you're no longer in the military?
Correct. So I served for 6 years in the United States Air Force as an officer. I was a flight test engineer. In 2010, I was deployed to Afghanistan, where I was injured. I returned back home but had a lot of struggles. I struggled with physical effects from traumatic brain injury, and then also the mental health effects of post-traumatic stress syndrome. I was discharged from the military in 2013 and couldn't find a job. So here I am. I've served in the military for 6 years. I have a master's in engineering degree, and I can't find a job. And if it weren't for help of friends and family, I would have been homeless. I was basically couch surfing. And so we all have a story. We all have a story. And Lisa has done an amazing job of trying to capture that and to pull our stories in to let people know that, hey, we're serving, we're there, and this is our story of heroism. We don't need someone to come save us. We're saving ourselves. And the Miss Veteran America competition is about women veterans uniting to help our sisters in arms get back on their feet and to make sure that we're not forgotten.
So this is a completely shocking statistic that the fastest growing group of homeless people?
At any given time, any given day, 55,000 a day. And it's the quickest
are women
growing.
veterans. Okay, why is that? That's shocking and terrible, but it also doesn't seem
So
logical.
our solutions to support veterans have centered around the 80% white male veteran, because to this day, that's what most veterans have been. But women veterans are a growing demographic. Right now, we make up 20% of the military. There are 2.2 million women veterans that have served in our armed forces since the Revolutionary War. But only now we're just starting to integrate them into services for veterans. And that's a key word, is integrate. We're not building from the ground up services that support women veterans. We're just trying to plug them in. And women veterans come with a unique set of needs, such as childcare. Right now, Final Salute, approximately 70% of the women veterans that they take care of that are homeless are single moms. And when these moms show up to shelters, either one, they're concerned about their son or daughter being taken away by child services, and or the shelter doesn't actually have support for them. Additionally, there's a lot of sensitive issues when it comes to health care around being a woman veteran. Many women veterans have faced military sexual trauma, and we're just now starting to talk about that, let alone address it, and everything that kind of comes with that. And women veterans are really resourceful. So they're the last people to actually go and get support when they need it. So they're sleeping in their cars at night, they're couch surfing, but they're still homeless.
Lisa, so what did this experience give you, just in terms of, jumping in and taking on a political hot topic? I mean, I remember when the Invisible War came out, and we were very active as a news organization in getting that message out, because I was completely shocked to learn. I was at the premiere screening of that, and there were lots of women veterans at that screening. The idea that women veterans, any veterans, but especially women veterans, are facing homelessness is really terrible. I guess I'd ask, what should be done?
Definitely, we plan to start a very strong and powerful and loud impact campaign. We definitely need more transitional housing for homeless veterans. Less than 2% of women talk about military sexual trauma. Less than 12% actually go to the VA for assistance because they've been turned down. Right. So I think definitely need to talk about transitional housing. We need to have the conversation of preventative therapy. So the war is asymmetrical. All these veterans are going to be seeing combat.
I mean, what we are seeing is, President Trump is promising to increase our military budget. Does that give you hope that there'll be now the services and the money there for things that women veterans need?
There's a very big difference between funding an F-22 and funding women health clinics in the VA services. They're two very different pots of money. They're two very different types of leadership that are needed.
I think I have that tweet actually somewhere from President Trump, where he said, military sexual abuse of women, what the hell do you think is going to happen when you put men and women working together? I think that was his tweet. Did you? Yeah, I have it someplace.
Well, men and women work together in his organization. He's been very vocal about how great he has been to promote women in the Trump organization.
Yeah.
So, but in the military, that's a no-no?
I think it's a no-no for him, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, women are in the military.
I know. Yes, absolutely.
And I think another very important part about Miss Veteran America and the work that Lisa is doing, it's also about changing the face of what a woman veteran is. I'm a woman veteran. A lot of people don't see that. But my mother is a woman veteran. My mother is a Vietnam era veteran.
Wow.
And so when we're talking about support for women, we also have to get people to realize that women veterans served. We come in all ages, all races, all different backgrounds, and trying to get people to change the stigma of what they think a woman veteran is very, very important. And one thing that's been an honor serving as Miss Veteran America is that I've been able to meet amazing women veterans from all eras of war. We even have a World War II veteran, Miss Gladys Hughes, that has competed.
Love Gladys.
And yeah, she was a second runner-up a few years ago. She ran at the age of 89. She's 93 years old.
Wow.
93.
And she runs circles around us. We can't keep up.
Cannot keep up with her.
But it's about honoring their legacy as well, because they
Yeah.
paved the way for women like me.
Fantastic.
I mean, we've been seeing combat. Women have been seeing combat since the Revolutionary War.
And they will continue to. So, Molly, thank you for your service. Thank you for being here. Lisa, thank you for this
Thank
film. We look forward to
you.
seeing it
Thank you
and
so
to
much.
helping in any way we can to get the message out.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here.